And then the sister of Maddie Boyle, Molly Boyle, will do our national anthem. And as Benji and I like to joke a bit, that girl can sing, as they say, and Molly does a terrific job. Maddie Boyle's younger sister, who's also a student now at Campbellsville University, going to get into nursing. The nursing profession is Molly. So we'll step away here for Corbin Harris to give way to Benji Kelly, Zach Wilson, and the gang producing our broadcast today. Just leave these mics hot, and we'll get what we can from the prayer and then the national anthem from Molly Boyle here in just a moment. Stay with us right here.
And Aaron standing for the singing of the national anthem by Molly Boyle.
Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time of year. And thank you for the opportunity to come out this afternoon and watch the game of basketball. Father, we pray for these two teams. Pray for safety as they play. We also pray for safety as they travel with this weather that's coming in. Lord, let's keep them safe. Once again, we just thank you for all you do for us. And as we celebrate this Christmas season, Father, we just want to thank you for your son. Jesus, who died on the cross for each and every one of us. It's a good name we pray. Amen.
Molly Boyle knocking it out of the park. As I turned around, her dad was back there, Benji. I asked Jeremy if he taught her that. He said, you know it. I'm not sure I believe him, but terrific job by Molly Boyle. Nice job on the opening prayer there as well as we get ready for tip-off here in just a moment. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Miami Hamilton Harriers. Ross Tunyon in his third season, assisted by Drew Maynard and Sean Korsnack. Sean not on the trip here today, and they'll send. Actually, as we get ready for the Lady Tigers, let's transition over. We're going to go to the Lady Tigers so we can follow along aesthetically on camera. The third-ranked Lady Tigers, coached by Ginger High Colvin, her 16th year, 426 wins on the ledger. They send out 5'7" junior guard from Glasgow, Kentucky, Bailey Pettigo. Lauren Lee, 5'7", a sophomore guard from Liberty, Kentucky. Maddie Boyle, 5'6", a junior guard from Milledgeville, Kentucky. Courtney Pritchett, 5'8", a redshirt junior forward from Byrdstown, Tennessee. And rounding out the Thrivent starting lineup presented by Quentin Ford, it's Caitlin Wilkes, 6'2", a junior forward from Stanford, Kentucky. The Lady Tigers assisted by former Lady Tiger Miranda Denny and Brett Sow. Again, for the Harriers, they send out today Caitlin Simpkins, 5'5", a sophomore guard from Morrow, Ohio. Aviana Kinsey, 5'5", a sophomore guard from Cincinnati, Ohio. Leah Aberbach, 5'7", a sophomore guard from Westchester, Ohio. Sydney Lockard, 5'7", a sophomore guard from Edgewood, Kentucky. And Shay Heath, 6 foot, a junior forward from Inglewood, Ohio. The Lady Tigers today in the home gray uniforms, that ash gray look, Campbellsville across the chest in maroon with maroon numerals, some white trim. And piping the tiger paw on the shorts for the Lady Tigers. For Miami Hamilton, the Harriers in the red uniforms today. Harriers in black across the chest with black numerals, some black and white trim for Miami Hamilton. Campbellsville will go right to left in the first half, as always here in the Powell Center. Left to right for the visiting club, as the tap is controlled by Heath, who wins it from Wilkes. And it is Hamilton basketball to start things. Looking back door, the cut wasn't there. Ball got deflected by Pettigo and picked up. Long pass out. Kinsey needs some help inside, and that ball is thrown away as Kinsey looking for a teammate down low. Ball thrown out of bounds, and Campbellsville to the offensive end for the first time here today.
Great defensive pressure there to start the game, but the Lady Tigers created that turnover. Actually, I thought they were going to have one off the little kick ball there, but good start for Lady Tigers on defense.
Campbellsville to work here offensively. Backdoor Lee, nope, instead leaves it out with Boyle. She'll circle, go right side, across the lane to Pettigo. Pettigo nowhere to go with it. Back to Boyle, jumper from 16 is beautiful for Maddie Boyle to start things.
Yeah, good ball movement. A nice little mid-range jumper there by Maddie Boyle. It's good to see her get off to a good start.
Kinsey catches, bluffs the pass, now goes inside underneath. That is Abrabat, needs some help, nearly taken away by Wilkes. Shuffles it out, ball gets batted around, and here is steps going to be called on Lockard as she shuffles the feet a bit, and it'll go to Campbellsville University.
Yeah, good move there, but just to kind of put the feet got a little quicker than the actual ball coming down and created the turnover. So Campbellsville created that second turnover there with that pressure.
Long pause there as Maddie Boyle has to lace up the Winkle picker.
You got that one in early today.
I was get it out of the way. Left side, Pritchett open, three on the way. Bang! Courtney Pritchett and Edward Jones, three.
Yeah, it's a good start here for Lady Tigers. No rust here for this top Lady Tiger team.
Pritchett, before the calendar turns, might reach 900 points for the Lady Tigers. She's got this game and two more to do it. Here, a jumper on that far side goes out of bounds. No, saved in by Lockard. And Maddie Boyle collects it for Campbellsville the other way. Boyle to Pritchett, driving in, stops at the elbow, tries to dump one down inside, and it's kicked by Miami Hamilton.
Good defense there by Miami Hamilton. Kick ball, it's almost as good as you get the clock stopped. It allows the team to set up their defense, so Campbellsville will run an out-of-bounds play here.
Lauren Lee to pitch it in for the Lady Tigers. Has Pettigo in the short corner, back out now. As Pritchett sends it to Lee, wide open right side. Boyle can't shoot it. Nice closeout defensively by the Harriers. Pritchett still working. Has Wilkes, goes up, easy bucket for Wilkes. The bounce to Pritchett and a timeout by Coach Ross Tunyon as the Lady Tigers make it a 7-0 start, a 30-second timeout that will become that floating media timeout. 7-0, the Lady Tigers lead it. It's a football score here as we send it to break. You're following Campbellsville University basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Welcome back inside the Powell Athletic Center. Matt Payton and the former Tiger Benji Kelly here as we wrap up basketball season before the Christmas holiday. The Lady Tigers will enjoy the break. You can see here some of the early buckets for Campbellsville. Maddie Boyle sank that first one as Boyle has been known over her time here, Benji, more of a three-point shooting specialist. But we've seen really in the last couple of weeks that mid-range is about as good as it gets.
And that's important for this Lady Tiger team, not to just to be so one-dimensional and have that three-pointer, but when she can add that 15 to 18-footer to her repertoire, she's going to be hard to guard.
Cross court, here is a jumper, and that is good for Simpkins. And Miami Hamilton on the board here today. 7-2 the score. Trailer as Pritchett won't shoot it. Now Pettigo left side. Bounces. That is Wilkes. Back out. Pritchett working against Kinsey. A re-entry. This is Wilkes again. Shot up no good. Pettigo flies in. Grabs the rebound. Baseline J for Pettigo is strong. And Kinsey the rebound. Long ahead has Simpkins. Simpkins greeted at the three-point line by Boyle. Going to take a quick release three. No good. Pettigo the rebound for Campbellsville. And the Lady Tigers race to the front court. Pettigo leading the charge. Has Boyle off the wing right side. Decks it, drives in, now bounces across the lane. And just like they did all that time growing up at Lincoln County High School, Maddie Boyle finds Caitlin Wilkes.
Yeah, great transition there off the missed shot. Pettigo got it started, got it up to Boyle, then an easy dish to Wilkes.
9-2, Campbellsville the advantage. Inside, hard pass kind of wrapped through there to Kinsey. Trap comes, needs some help, throws it off the leg of Wilkes and out of bounds.
Good double team there with Wilkes and Pettigo in the corner. Kind of got no man's land. It's one thing they always told us, don't ever go to the corner because you got 4 defenders, 2 guards, and then you got both out of bounds and side of bounds.
Inside is Kinsey, just under 7 minutes to play, turned over. Wilkes comes, or excuse me, that's Pritchett coming out of the pack with it. She's going to leave it back to the trailer. Pettigo drives inside, throws up a little floater with the left hand, no good, and it'll send Bailey Pettigo to the free throw line here. So Leah Aberbat picks up the contact. That is her first.
Good start here for the Lady Tigers, Matt, off to that 9-2 run, creating some turnovers. 4 of 6 from the field.
Free throw here by Pettigo is no good. One more coming for BP, and that one's short. So Bailey misses both, about 70% on the season. Empty trip for the Lady Tigers, 9-2 the score. Kinsey working inside, needs some help. As her teammate there, that is Heath, throws one back, or was that knocked away? I missed it.
I believe it's blocked by Wilkes.
So Wilkes blocked the shot, and here bouncing ahead, Pettigo has it kicked out of bounds as Simpkins got her foot on it. 9-2, Campbellsville leads it. Lauren Lee to inbound. Has Pettigo off the left wing. There's the entry quickly. It's Wilkes out, wide open shooter. Pritchett 3, bang. Courtney swish it once again.
Inside out. So many times you see it when the post gets the ball, defenders double team down, and it opens it up for the perimeter, and Courtney's right there to knock down her second Edward Jones 3.
2 made Edward Jones threes today for Pritchett. 12-2 the score. Ball knocked away, a back tap by Boyle. Goes into the arms of Wilkes. Quickly, the outlet, that is Boyle, who has the left-handed finish.
Yeah, it's
14-2.
Textbook right there. Turnover, sprint up, easy layup. Back
to work. Hamilton into the corner. That is Lacey Reinhardt in, who can't shoot it. 5'4" sophomore guard from Edgewood, Kentucky. Back around. Kinsey has to knock it down, pull it in. 10 to shoot. Kinsey goes long inside, intercepted. Pritchett with a safety. She'll go long ahead. Has Lee right side of the lane. Lauren Lee has it blocked by Kinsey. Nice hustle by Aviana Kinsey to get back into the play. Knocked that out of bounds. Here you've got Emma Miller, 5'6" sophomore guard from Cincinnati, Ohio, checking in. Also Barry Nguyen, 5'9", a freshman forward from Westchester, Ohio. Campbellsville leads by a dozen. Less than 5.5 minutes to play first quarter. Lee circles, grabs it from Pettigo. Now backs away here. Go crossover, left side, through contact, off glass, no good. Lee and Miller fall down. Actually, that was Lee and Reinhardt. Nguyen has it for the Harriers, and it's knocked away. Now knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hamilton, and Miami Hamilton will turn it over here as Campbellsville will send changes. We're going to have 4 new Lady Tigers into the lineup. Maddie Nally, 6'2", a sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'6", sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Kayla Luby, 6'2", the junior forward from B, Nebraska. And Sarah Sutton, 5'10", a junior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. The only Lady Tiger remaining on the floor here is Lauren Lee, 14-2, Campbellsville the advantage. Far right side, Bertram. There's an entry at the free throw line to Luby. Back out, Sutton. Bertram again. There's the entry. Has Luby out. Left side. Lee run off the spot. Drives in. Baseline Nally. Back out top. Nice ball movement. 3 on the way. That is short. And the rebound taken in by Miami Hamilton the other way. That is Miller. Leaves it out. Kinsey. 3 on the way. That is short. Rebound crawls right over the head of Bertram into the arms of Miller, who throws one back up with the right hand.
Kind of in the right place at the right time there off that offensive rebound. Easy putback for Miami Hamilton.
Trailer is Sutton, 3. Bang! You betcha. Sarah Sutton with an Edward Jones three. That's a cheat code. That's NBA Jam, Benji, back in the day. She's on fire.
Yeah,
it's carried over for about the last 3 games.
That's like John Starks in the NBA game. Yeah.
And Reggie Miller years ago
Yeah.
hit those here.
14 points in
Yeah,
like 11
30
seconds.
seconds. Something crazy. Yeah, we got a foul in the backcourt here on Miller. Well, we talked to Coach a bit before the game, just the way that Sarah Sutton is playing is finally, and really no fault of her own. She's
No.
had some crazy stuff go on, but finally that kid that they brought in from
Yeah.
Murray State knew what she was capable of, and boy, oh boy, it's fun to watch.
It
Bree
is so
Gowdy in
fun
here
to watch.
for Campbellsville. Bree Gowdy, the local product, 5'5" freshman guard from Campbellsville High School. Sutton again, 3 on the way. That is off the mark. Rebound is tapped away, out of bounds, and it will go to, nope, it's going to stay with Campbellsville. Jordan Ware, 5'11" freshman forward from Covington, Kentucky, into the lineup. And that's going to be my biggest issue here. Coach Tunyon is going to play a Tunyon of players and keeping up with these young ladies and who's who and in the lineup. Nally inside, stolen, taken away. That is Mahan. No, that is Mary Schinkel. Marie Schinkel, 5'4" sophomore guard from Cincinnati, Ohio. She's got the ball out top, run off the spot by 2 Lady Tigers. Dumps it down inside. Now on the baseline, Reinhardt. She'll take a pull-up jumper off the dribble. No good. Rebound batted out, taken in by Nally, and Gowdy wants to run. Bree Gowdy will slow down now, no numbers. Trailer again is Sutton, and I think Campbellsville wants Sarah to shoot that. Out top, Sutton, ball fake, left side. That is Bertram, inside to Luby. Turns, back out to Bertram, 14 on the shot clock. Burton the crossover, nearly has it taken away, stays with it, and it's thrown over into that far corner and out of play. That little miscommunication there.
Yeah, it's,
Bertram thought Bree was going to stay there. Bree tried to cut baseline.
which the baseline backdoor cut was there, and Bree just read the defense. So
Reinhardt out front, McGuire into the corner. Ware can't shoot it. Now will, and a foul called on Nally. Maddie Nally led the state in blocks her senior year at Assumption High School. She's going to pick up the foul here on that block attempt.
wow.
So Jordan Ware goes to the free throw line. First free throw on the way is good. (17-5) the count. One more coming for Ware. 2:58 to play in this first quarter. Free throw on the way, good. Luby needs some help, a little full court pressure. Gowdy able to free herself up, and she'll bring it ahead, working against Schinkel. Hands it off, Bertram. Bertram back to Sutton, open, 3 on the way. Bang! Sarah Sutton, second. Edward Jones, 3 of the day. A walking cheat code, folks.
I tell you what, I told her before the game. She said, how many? I said 4, 2 and 2. She's already got her first 2.
They have 4 before the quarter closes. The answer from Reinhardt, no good.
block
Rebound
out.
taken in by Luby.
Good block out by Kayla Luby.
Ahead, Gowdy, left side, Bertram. Inside, wants Luby. It's knocked away over the top by Nagua. Nice job by Nagua to poke that free and stay off of Luby, avoiding the foul call. Checking in, here is Lockhart. Sydney Lockhart, who was in that starting lineup from Dixie Heights High School. Gowdy just trigger it in for Campbellsville. Bounces to Bertram. Bertram wants the entry, can't get it to Luby. Now Gowdy going to take the jumper from 15 feet, no good. Nally the rebound, and it was deflected as she tried to save it in. Sutton gets up the backside, and we're to go to the arrow. Sutton actually knocked, I thought they were going to get Sutton on a foul. She kind of dove in there and tackled Miller for a better, lack of a better way to put it.
Oh, well, and let's talk about Sarah Sutton there. That's something you hadn't seen her do early in the year, but I think that confidence is back. She knows that, okay, I got to do my part. Let me get in there and get that ball.
Gowdy looking, has Sutton at the elbow. Quick release jumper is off the mark. And the rebound is actually knocked away. I thought for a moment that Ware had it. We've got a couple of players down on the floor, and we'll go to the double thumbs again here. This time it'll go back to Miami Hamilton. 20-6 the score as Jessica Clark checks in, 5'10" junior forward from Westchester, Ohio. Just over 2 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Right side, now back, to Lockhart. Into the corner, run off the spot is Schenkel. Has Lockhart again out top, won't shoot it. Drives in, going to take the little runner. No good, off the front of the iron. And Luby the rebound for Campbellsville. Leaves it with Bree Gowdy. Ahead comes CU. Gowdy comes left side. Sutton, they quickly close in this time. Here, Bertram wanted that step back. Now feeds one inside. Kayla Luby has the finish, and Burt with the find.
Yeah, good little combo there. Kayla Luby playing extremely well here this year for the Lady Tigers. Good pickup on the transfer.
Left side, Miller going to drive in and into the corner. 3 on the way. That is short. Clark left that one short. Gowdy going to go long ahead, looking for Nally. Ball's deflected and stolen. Gowdy maybe a little too aggressive right there as Campbellsville leads at 22-6. Inside, McGuire back out. Lockhart on around Miller. Backdoor cut. Nice cut by Schenkel. Leaves it in front. This is a jumper from McGuire. It's short. Rebound Nally for CU. Campbellsville will come the other way, and Nally will hand it to Gowdy. Sutton, left side defender, gambled. Sutton a 3. Bang! Sarah Sutton with a trifecta here in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Miller
she
gambled.
can shoot it.
Miller gambled, came up empty, and Sutton found herself with a wide open look at the rim. Far side, this is Schenkel. 3 on the way. I don't know, Nally may have got a hand on that. Shot clock is off as Campbellsville comes to the front court. It was right at 30 seconds. Trailer, Sutton again. Bang! Sarah Sutton 4. First quarter trifecta.
She's already got the 4. Maybe I should have said 4 and 4.
You should have said 40. 28-6. Sutton is on some kind of tear right now.
Wow.
5.3.
Clements, she can shoot the ball.
5.3. The only thing I do as well as Sarah Sutton shoots the ball is breathe.
Oh, my goodness.
28-6, Campbellsville the lead. Abby Mahan checks in, 5'8" redshirt freshman guard from Ludlow, Kentucky. 3 seconds. Schenkel has it stripped away, lost the handle, and Maddie Nally will just pick it up and hold on to it. As that is where the first quarter will come to a close. The Lady Tigers, as Sarah Sutton,
she's already
smiles,
me.
And why not? Yeah, she knew.
She knew. I got my 4.
And, man, that's fun to watch. 28-6 the score. We'll head to the second quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
28-6 the score as we conclude the first quarter. Campbellsville University in the first frame gets hot from long range, and mainly Sarah Sutton and Courtney Pritchett. Sutton hit 4 first quarter triples off the bench. Courtney Pritchett hit a few. You had a couple of buckets down inside by Kit Kat, Caitlin Wilkes, early in this ball game, Benji, and you look at it, it's just about clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, it is shooting almost 60% from the field, 75% from 3. Bailey Pedigo missed those 2 free throws. That's really the only chink in the armor, so to speak. You've turned them over 7 times. You've got 7 points off turnovers, and you're limiting them to shooting 2 of 13 at 15%. So you'll take those numbers all night long.
Back to play here. Again, that starting group out there for Campbellsville: Lee, Boyle, Pedigo, Pritchett, and Wilkes. Boyle the basketball right side. Pritchett again, 3 on the way. That is around and out, no good. BP the rebound. She's fouled from behind, I believe, by Schenkel.
Yeah, good offensive rebound there by Pedigo, getting in the right position there to pick up that offensive board and chance to go to the free throw line where she's already missed 2, so we don't need that to happen again. She's normally a 70% free throw shooter.
Free throw by Bailey is around and out. And Bailey may be standing there searching for answers a bit here. A little frustrated perhaps. 28-6. The Southpaw's second free throw here is good, so finally gets one to go through for her.
And she'll be the first to tell you how frustrated she is at missing those.
29-6, Campbellsville the advantage. Working far side is Simpkins. Out front, Lockard. Lockard going to drive in at the elbow. Knocks Boyle down, but not enough contact to get a call. Mahan, the basketball. In the corner, Schenkel, three. No good. Ball knocked away by Boyle on the rebound. A couple of players down. It gets picked up here by Pedigo. Pedigo, left side, inside, has Wilkes. Back to the basket, splits defenders, and Caitlin Wilkes will go to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers as the Harriers will have this foul called on Lockard. First on Lockard. It is the second in the period on Miami Hamilton. And Wilkes at the free throw line for the Lady Tigers on the way. That first one is good. One more coming for Caitlin Wilkes. And that one is hard off the back of the iron. Pops off to the right. Rebound to Kinsey. Miami Hamilton to the front court. Campbellsville leading by 24 points. Kinsey inside across the paint. Going to stop right in the middle of the lane and throw up a little floater with the right hand. It's good.
Yeah, it was a good strong move there by Kinsey.
Lee the other way. Trailer is Pedigo. Now left side Boyle wants the entry to Wilkes. Has her, and she is fouled as Kinsey fighting over the top. Picks up the foul call, and that's going to be the first on Aviana Kinsey. 3 on Hamilton here in the second quarter. We talked about Miami Hamilton's difficult schedule, Benji. Rio Grande's top 12.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're 12. Indiana Tech's the top 25 team. Georgetown knocking on the door. They've been in and out of the top 25.
Is their fifth one.
Thomas More, the Lady Tigers. I mean, it has been a real challenging one. Here is Boyle, 3. That is hard, and we're going to have a foul underneath. They're going to say Bailey Pedigo pushed Reinhardt.
And Bailey smiling as she comes down the court, knowing that she got caught there.
Bailey still kind of grinning a little bit. And she's going to sprint back here and force Reinhardt to race to it to pick it up. Kinsey ahead at Schenkel, cutting. Reinhardt, Kinsey.
Double dribble.
That is a turnover, but that's really good offense by Schenkel.
Yep.
Kinsey threw that pass ahead, and she never stopped. She sprinted, Benji, right down the left side of the lane. Schenkel gave it to her. Give Campbellsville credit for kind of closing out, making it what would have been a difficult finish. Boyle up front. Has Pritchett. Pritchett on the dribble. Back out to Lee. 18 to shoot. Campbellsville leads by 22 points. Pedigo on the dribble handoff as the defender falls. Pritchett goes inside. Oh, my. Wilkes may have been fouled. Long ahead they have Reinhardt as the shot was no good. Driving in. Back tap by Boyle. Picked up by Pritchett. Campbellsville with another takeaway. Pritchett finds Lee, who finds Wilkes, who has the right side off the window. Good.
Good. Once again, transition. It's kind of a point of emphasis this year for this Lady Tiger team on a turnovers, on missed buckets. Get the ball up the court as fast as you can, and that was pretty efficient right there.
32-8. Campbellsville with another takeaway, maybe. Boyle made a mess out of that. Finally able to collect it. Lee going to race in. Has Pedigo on the left side. Shot up and one for BP.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient basketball, this Lady Tiger team, Matt, here this afternoon. 14, I believe, of 25. 6 of 10 from downtown. I'm assuming that's going to.
Pedigo with and one opportunity here, Benji, as you
13,
check that out.
yeah, 13 of 24. So the stats went ahead and went in there, but that's the 10th turnover for this Miami Hamilton team.
Turn it over about 20 times a game, so that is one area that you can create some havoc. In the corner here is Aberbat. Double team coming and has to get rid of it. Ooh, Pritchett and Schenkel may have bumped heads there. They appear to be okay. Pedigo leaves it out. Trailer is Boyle. Has Wilkes inside. Kind of taps it up to herself and then pitches it in off glass. Full timeout taken by Ross Tunyon here as the Miami Hamilton Harriers need a break in the action. 37-8. The Lady Tigers the advantage. Are following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
(37-8) the score. Matt Payton and the former Tiger, the Hall of Famer Benji Kelly, here at the Powell Athletics Center, Campbellsville University, in full control here early. Benji, this is really this stretch that the Lady Tigers are on. I mean, we've seen it. You go back, Shawnee State on Saturday, Asbury,
Bethel.
Bethel, Cumberland. I mean, this Lady Tiger team has just put teams in the grinder early, and I don't know. It's impressive. It's fun. It almost at times they make it look so easy.
They do, and
and it's not.
It's not. No, and here's the thing about this Lady Tiger team, as we've said there on the opening, they've had some great basketball teams over the years, but this may be the best efficient basketball, especially on the offensive end, that we have seen from 1 to 9, 1 to 8. Normally it's 1 or 2, 3 players at most, but here we don't miss anything when you go to the bench.
As Boyle nearly has a takeaway inside Kinsey. Has an open shooter in the corner. Schinkel couldn't find her, but Kinsey going to throw one up. And it rolls around and falls through for Aviana
That's 2 or 3 that Kinsey has had right there in the middle.
And Kinsey, their leading scorer, and you can see
why. Yeah.
Gifted offensively. Pritchett out front, wants Wilkes, not there. Boyle back to Pritchett. Lee again. Lee circles inside, and Pettigo out, right wing, triple. Pritchett, bang, off the backboard. Pritchett with a little smirk there. She didn't draw it up that way, but the result is all that matters.
That's all that matters. 20 years from now, it was nothing but net.
Inside, this looking for help is Aberbat, back out short, and the rebound taken in by Kinsey, who stumbles a bit, almost got that to go. Kinsey wanted a foul, but it looked like she and Pettigo just kind of got tied up. And oh man, let's hope Reinhardt is okay. She took the worst of that. Ball gets saved in bounds. Did Campbellsville, somebody save that, or was that
Pettigo?
Kinsey, I think, saved it. Went to Pettigo. We're going to get a stoppage here as Reinhardt and that was Reinhardt and Simpkins that came together trying to break that pass up. You rarely see that in basketball. It looked like a football play. 2 defenders kind of coming in and colliding. Boy, oh boy, Reinhardt took a big shot. She's going to get up on her own.
Wow, that hurt me.
That's heavy contact. And I don't know, something about on the women's side, seeing women collide like that, I don't know, it's just not natural. And you kind of pause a little bit more seeing that as those 2 young ladies appear to be okay. Reinhardt certainly took the worst as Simpkins broke that up, and you can see there. The good news is I don't think
there wasn't any head contact.
No head contact.
Yeah. And she may have just got the wind knocked out of her.
That's more of that blindside play in football.
Exactly.
You don't even see them coming
across the middle.
Yeah. 40-10 the score. Campbellsville leads. We'll keep an eye on Reinhardt. I think she stayed on the bench, so that's good news. She's not visiting with Derek Port. Kinsey inside. Ball stolen. That is Lauren Lee with the takeaway. She'll come long ahead right side. This is Maddie Boyle, who will go up, pitch it in off glass.
Once again, textbook off the turnover. 1 pass, 1 dribble, easy layup. Lee to Boyle.
Out top, Aberbat. And now they go back. Miller, Aberbat again. High post out front is Heath. Now short corner jumper for Simpkins is no good. Kinsey the rebound, keeps it away, goes up here. This is Heath, who will get an and-1 opportunity as Bailey Pettigo going to be nabbed for the foul call. That's going to be 2 on Bailey. 2 on the Lady Tigers. And with 5:16 to play in the first half, Campbellsville will send that second grouping back out there, and it will be a new 5 as Bree Gowdy will run the point for the Lady Tigers here. Lauren Lee will get a breather. Nally, Gowdy, Sutton, and Luby line the paint. Hanging out near midcourt is Bertram. Free throw is good. 42-13 the score. Gowdy using Sutton. So they'll try to work it across here. A little full court pressure. Long, they have Bertram. Bertram Left side wants Luby, not there. Now Gowdy will drive right side of the lane. She is fouled. Nice strong move by Bree Gowdy. And that's one thing, Benji, we talk about often is maybe the aggressiveness of some of these young players and when do they start to kind of figure that out that they can attack and use that part of the game. Nice to see Bree deck it and try to get to the rim right there.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that when you come from high school to college, you've got to learn the speed of the game. And sometimes it takes, and we've said this multiple times, it takes players, each player is not the same. But when that light bulb clicks or turns on and you realize, okay, I can play at this level, it is a beautiful thing to watch. And you can see that here with Bree Gowdy. She set all sorts of records there in high school and is getting some quality playing time here for this Lady Tiger team. And I think it's the first time we've seen her penetrate that fast this year.
Gets 1 of 2 from the line. Does Bree Gowdy. 43-13 the score. Simpkins inside, and that ball goes through the hands. And it's going to be Campbell's. I thought he was asking for help. It was kind of a nonchalant point by the official, but he was actually just pointing to Campbellsville. I thought he was maybe looking for help from one of his comrades. They say last touch by the Harriers, and Campbellsville will come back to work here. Gowdy, Bertram, and Nally will have to keep it free of pressure. Nally, far side, has Sutton. 3 on the way. That is short, and the rebound taken in by Miller. Nice job by Luby there to realize that she tried to get it out top, was staying off the back, but at some point realized that she wasn't going to be able to grab it, so let the Harriers take the rebound. Foul here was on who, Benji? Sutton. It's going to be the first on Sarah Sutton. 3 on the Lady Tigers as a club. Kinsey going to check out. Darian Agua back in. 43-13 the score. Campbellsville leading by 30. Baseline here is a jumper by Heath, no good. Rebound taken in by Miller. Back out has Aberbat. Aberbat comes back to the middle. It's knocked away by Bertram, and Nally able to grab it. Nice hands there by Maddie Nally. Here comes Bree Gowdy. Gowdy, Nally. They had Luby open momentarily. Now they feed it inside to her. Luby goes up and throws it in off the glass. It looked like she may. I don't know if she got fouled or she was trying to avoid it that much.
It was an awkward shot, but at the end it went in, so eventually got it to her. She was wide open for a good 5-6 seconds.
It's one of those where they didn't ask Luby to show her math,
no,
but she got the answer
that's right.
Correct here. 45-15 off the jumper there by Hamilton. Long the other way, Bertram to Nally, and back out. Gowdy comes near side. Sutton to the elbow. Bertram, couple of dribbles, needs some help. Finds Luby over the top, throws one up between 2 Harrier defenders, and she's fouled here by Simpkins. 2 on Simpkins. It's a bonus situation the rest of the way for the Lady Tigers. Luby will shoot 2 either way. And nice to see Reinhardt check back in. She had that heavy contact with Simpkins a moment ago. She'll re-enter the lineup here. Campbellsville leads by 30. Luby makes it 31.
Well, speaking of Kayla Luby, I believe she's got a plane to catch after this game.
They're playing like she's double parked, as they say. Just get out of here. And free throw here is hard off the back of the iron. Luby's got to get south and then get to the Midwest. Her folks and family probably listening this afternoon. She's trying to get home for Christmas, but it's going to be a short break for Kayla Luby. Aberbat with a 3. That is good. Beautiful shot there by Leah Aberbat.
That's good ball movement by that Hamilton team. They've finally an open 3-point look.
Nice job by Gowdy to get that right over the top of the rushing in defender. And now inside, Bertram shot no good. Luby and Nally tried to keep it alive. Its last touch by Campbellsville goes out of play on the Lady Tigers. You talked about Luby catching that flight. She's got to get home and then get right back. She's going to get to Lexington
just in time for the scrimmage.
And
here's the thing, the flight she was supposed to take has been canceled and the connecting flight canceled, so now she had to change locations.
Bertram the other way as Luby had come away with the steal. Bertram found Luby rolling and just not quite enough room to get it through there as it's taken away by Nagua. The other way, throws up a shot blocking foul called on Sutton as Sarah Sutton will take an extra moment there to catch her breath.
Sarah, I believe, was in the restricted area there.
So 2 on shooting Sutton. She's been doing some shooting here.
She has.
Today. But yeah, Luby had she had one flight. She changed the flight to get out tonight. Then that flight was canceled, and then something happened. She could go back. They found another flight later, and So I think Courtney Pritchett's going to
take her to the airport.
Yeah. You mentioned it, the coach. It takes a village to kind of get all this done. And McGua's second free throw on the way is good.
And then you've got a cousin of one of our players that is picking her up in Cincinnati and driving her to Lexington. So
it's wild.
I love it.
It's wild. I wonder if that cousin gets to at least watch the game.
Well, that would be payment enough.
Yeah,
I would think.
Maybe I'll go pick her up there. Brigatti hit on the head here. Lost her eye.
Oh, she found it.
She found it quickly. She may not need those contacts if she looked down and found that one so quickly. 46-19. That foul here. 46-19 the score. Foul goes against Miami Hamilton. Brigatti will go to the free throw line. Aberbat the culprit. And Derek Port going to try to help Brigatti get the contact back in here. You know, I was talking to Coach about Kayla and her situation, and she said it's just funny because she's one of the most self-sufficient kids that she's ever coached. And I think that probably you can glean a little bit from that. She's moved, halfway across the country.
Absolutely.
To come to school here, and we're going to have a full timeout taken by Coach Ginger Colvin to give Brigatti a chance to get the eye back in. But we'll keep it right here while we have a chance. But, talking about Kayla Luby and the maturity of her, and she, sometimes you get kids that aren't capable of that, but get herself through the airport, do all those things, get home, make sure you get back, work out. There's a lot that goes into being a college athlete, and to do it when you're going to be so far away during the holidays, that's really tough. And again, it says a lot about Kayla and her maturity and dedication.
Well, and the fact she came here this summer, when she reached out and we, the process went through, we were able to get her transfer papers. She came here this summer and immediately put in the work. And you could tell right then, this kid's special, is willing to, as you say, move, I won't say halfway across the country, but pretty close. To be away from your family, put in the work, put in the effort to each and every day. And you can tell it's paying off right now. I mean, when she comes in and replaces Wilkes, we do not miss anything in that post. She is an extremely hard worker. But as you say, you add the fact of being a college student, and I don't know what's going on here. Oh.
She said, I got one. She said, I got one, I'm good.
So, hope everything works out where she is able to make that flight from Nashville out west, and then able to make that connecting flight back to Cincinnati. And the cousin was able to pick her up, drive her to Lexington, and hopefully you and I will be able to see her in Miami. Yeah. So quite the world traveler here over the next 5-6 days.
She'll really be getting after it. Brigatti's at the line. She held up the one. I don't think she was. I don't think the one's good enough. That's why she has two. She held up, told Coach, she said, I got one. She said, I got one, I'm good. And then she threw up a brick there. And everybody from down the bench, even across the way, her family, they were all kind of laughing a little bit there. She threw up maybe the worst free throw toss of her career, 47-19. Campbellsville the advantage. Bailey Pettigo checks in. They'll try to get Brigatti straightened out there. The contact here. Ball knocked away. Campbellsville picks it up. Kayla Luby has it. Lady Tigers back to the front court on the offensive end. Left side, Sutton. They close out quickly now on Sutton. Inside Luby, out, Sutton, open, can't shoot it. She'll deck it, drive in, around a defender, throws up a shot, offensive foul on Sarah Sutton. And that's going to be 3 on Sutton, so she's been terrific today, but
she tried to avoid it.
She did try. And now Brigatti back to the bench. That's one of those, if you're Bree, you look at Coach saying, Coach, I'm good. You get right back,
back in.
Right back to
Absolutely.
the table. With the basketball, Miami Hamilton. Miller looking for some help into the corner, and that ball's taken away by Pettigo. Luby picks it up. Bertram going to have to may have got away with one, did Bert. She's got Pettigo right side. Pettigo going to work down the end line, behind the back. Now Nally. Entry, that is Luby. Quick move, left hand off the window, good for Kayla Luby.
And now what I like about Maddie Nally there, she improved the passing lane, one dribble to the right, had a better entry pass to Luby, who had a nice spin move for an easy layup.
Out top with the basketball is Miller. Now holding it is Ware. Ware has it knocked free momentarily, picks it up. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Campbellsville leads 49-19. Calling for some help is Reinhardt. Nice cut by Schenkel. Has Heath, going to take the turnaround jumper with 2 on the shot clock, no good. Campbellsville to the other end of the floor. Pettigo bounces ahead. And now Bertram inside. Luby again, couple of dribbles, and that ball went straight south as soon as she let it go. I think Heath got a piece of it. Bree Gowdy back in. Paige Serafini going to enter the Lady Tiger lineup. 5'11" freshman guard from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Speaking of a shooter, she can shoot it.
She can shoot it. Coach has a few of those on the bench here. Gowdy looking, has Burt. Catches, back to the middle, now into the corner. Gowdy going to drive baseline, cut off. Serafini. Bertram again, back to Serafini on the wing. Gowdy in the corner, 3 on the way. That is just short by Bree Gowdy. 18 on the game clock. Miami Hamilton to the offensive end. Left side Ware, on around Schenkel, back to Ware. And now Reinhardt with 8 seconds. Reinhardt holds it. Bertram taps it away, dives on the ground. Gowdy saves it. 2 seconds, and Bree stepped on the sideline. Nice hustle by the Lady Tigers. Bertram kind of made a mess out of that. And nothing else here, Benji. Really going to make things tight on Miami Hamilton to try to get off a clean look here with 2.1 remaining.
Well, just a hustle and effort right there by the Lady Tigers. Unfortunately, the ball kind of got over there on the line. Stepped out of bounds.
Reinhardt going to throw it up with one hand and almost threw that thing through. Hit the front of the iron. A little nonchalant shot by Lacey Reinhardt. Almost went in with the clock winding down there. And that's where the first half will come to a close. Campbellsville University will take a 30-point lead into the locker room, 49-19. We will step away, take a timeout, come back and look at the numbers. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
(49-19) our score here at halftime. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly with you at the Powell Athletic Center as the Lady Tigers wrap up their pre-Christmas schedule. And you can see some of the handiwork here of Campbellsville University if you're following along on our video coverage through CampbellsvilleTigers.com as well as YouTube, our Campbellsville University Sports Network channel, and local cable. The Lady Tigers in the first half shoot at 54.5% from the field, slightly up from their season average of 51.5%, which is tops in the country. Campbellsville 53.8% from long range. The Lady Tigers 7 of 13 in the first half, and they were 6 of 13 at the free throw line, 46.2%. If we were going to pick nits, Benji Kelly, that free throw shooting may be the place that the Lady Tigers have to look.
Yeah, they've done pretty much everything according to plan, taking care of the ball. They're creating turnovers, points off turnovers, shooting above your averages other than the free throw percentage. And it's coming from a couple of players that normally don't miss. So, I don't know what that is, but you guarantee Coach Colvin is going to be pointing that out because we're going to need those free throws. They call them free for a reason, as I've said multiple times. You've got to be able to execute there. But the rest of the game, pretty flawless.
The Lady Tigers, again, shooting it very well in the first half. For Miami Hamilton, not so much. Just 28% from the field, 7 of 25, 9.1% from deep. That is 1 of 11. And then 80% at the free throw line, 4 of 5. The game's leading scorer, you guessed it, it's Sarah Sutton. She made 4 Edward Jones threes in the first half, 2 rebounds for Sutton, 4 of 7 overall, 4 of 6 from long range with the dozen points. Campbellsville got 9 each from Courtney Pritchett and Caitlin Wilkes. Pritchett knocking down 3 Edward Jones 3-point field goals. Entering today, Courtney had 876 points. So she is climbing closer to 1,000, up to 885 at the moment. Wilkes, 4 of 6 shooting in the first half, had a rebound, 2 assists. Campbellsville got 7 off the bench from Kayla Luby, 3 boards, 2 steals for Luby. 6 points from Maddie Boyle, 2 assists, 2 steals for Boyle. 4 points from Bailey Pedigo this afternoon, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal from Bailey, and 2 points from Bree Gowdy. Both of those coming at the free throw line. Lauren Lee scoreless, but she did have 5 assists in 11 minutes of play. Paige Serafini, Maddie Nally, and Elizabeth Bertram all seeing time, failing to score. Bertram did pick up 4 assists, 2 steals in the first frame for Campbellsville University. For Miami Hamilton, they were led in scoring by Shay Heath, who had 5 points in the first half, 4 points from Aviana Kinsey, 3 points from Leah Abrabat, 2 each from Caitlin Simpkins, Jordan Ware, and Emma Miller. Barry Ngwa had 1, and that rounds out the scoring for Miami Hamilton. Their leading rebounder was Aviana Kinsey. She has a game-high 6 rebounds at the moment. Rebounding overall, Campbellsville a 16-15 advantage. They have a couple more on the defensive end, 1 less on the offensive end, 4-3 the advantage offensively in rebounding for Miami Hamilton. Lady Tigers finished with 18 assists, 13 steals, and 5 turnovers. 4 assists, 3 steals, and 18 turnovers for Miami Hamilton. And Benji, that's an area for the Lady Tigers assist. 18 assists on 18 made baskets in the first half.
That's
you
efficient.
wonder why they are so good. In terms of assists per game, they're number 1 in the country. Field goal percentage, they set this up. They don't do a lot of one-on-one. They don't do a lot of going to break you down off the dribble. Everything is structured, and you can see how effective it can be.
Well, and you look here, just making some notes while you were talking, 7 of 13 from 3. I mean, that is highly efficient. But then you look at our 2 posts, 7 of 9, 16 points between the 2 of them, 4 rebounds. That's efficient as well. If you've got both parts of that game working, down low in the post and your perimeter, and the way that we play defense, I'm telling you, Matt, this team is special. It really is. They're working and being efficient in all facets of the ball game or of the game, and it's just fun to watch, like you said.
A lot of folks will tell you play inside out.
Yep.
When you're doing it this well, you can argue it's
either way.
It's
either way.
Maybe
Absolutely.
it's outside in, but either way, Campbellsville certainly doing a good job of that here today. Quickly, the enhanced scoring numbers in the paint. Campbellsville a 20-8 advantage in the first half. Also advantage off turnovers, 20-3. Second chance points, 5-1 in favor of Miami Hamilton. Bench points, 21-5 in favor of the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville led the entire way. They got up 7-0 before a quick timeout by Coach Tunyon. They've not looked back. Their largest lead, 32 points coming midway through the second quarter. It's a 30-point advantage here at halftime. And we will step away here. We'll take an extended timeout. We'll come back and bring you second half action in just a bit. The Lady Tigers lead it here at the mid-game break, 49-19. You're following Lady Tiger basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm going to take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
As a dad, every day is a challenge. To make sure that the time that I have, I spend with them. It doesn't matter how tired you are, you have to try to teach them. When they learn something new, and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew a girl so smart, so responsible, she must be a keeper.
got to get it. 49-19 here at halftime. The Lady Tigers leading Miami Hamilton in this non-conference matchup. Campbellsville back in action on the 29th and 30th down in Florida at St. Thomas University. Florida Memorial on the 29th at 2 p.m. St. Thomas 30th at 2 p.m. Again, that's down in Miami Gardens, a bit more inland, not right on the beach or anything, but close enough that you can smell the salt water perhaps. And the Lady Tigers try to pick up two more. That will actually wrap up their non-conference schedule.
Speaking of salt water, smelling it after this weather that we're getting ready to have coming in is going to be a welcomed reprieve, I believe.
Well,
My goodness.
You know, it's bad. You and I had talked about this a little bit. Look at the weather on Sunday in Miami. It's going to be like 50, 55 is the high.
They won't know how to act down there.
So, you know, you start the water off the ocean is probably going to be too cold to venture into. And a far cry from Hawaii last year. But
y'all were there about this time last year, weren't you?
Yeah, right now. We were out there, I think, right now. Yeah, we got back from Hawaii on Christmas Eve, I think. Yeah, we flew back in, tongues dragging, ready for Santa Claus. Back to play here the second half. Miami Hamilton with the basketball to start things. Simpkins. Now Nagua. Simpkins again, extra pass into the corner as Aberbat. Three no good. Rebound knocked away from Wilkes and controlled by Nagua. And now behind the back, Simpkins. Ball knocked away and stolen by Courtney Pritchett. The Lady Tigers to the offensive end. Pritchett stops. Lee inside has Pettigo. Woo.
Wow.
That's some nice offense.
That is some nice passing right there. Quick pass by Lauren Lee to cutting Pettigo.
51-19 matches the largest lead for the Lady Tigers. Aberbat cross to Nagua. Now inside, Kinsey throws up a running floater. No good. Ball batted and taken in by Wilkes. And we're going to go to the arrow here as Kinsey ties up Wilkes. Reinhardt going to check in for Nagua. So a quick substitution by Coach Tunyon here. Lauren Lee brings it ahead for CU. Full court pressure, so Pritchett and Pettigo will help out. Boyle, right wing. Lee won't shoot it, drives in. Jumper in the paint, that is hard. The rebound to Aberbat. And here comes Miami Hamilton. Kinsey off the wing left side. Out front again, this is Simpkins. Simpkins driving, she'll stop off the elbow. A little awkward there. Looked like maybe that one foot kind of kicked out from underneath her to some degree, but Campbellsville grabs the rebound as she missed that shot. Wilkes going to go to work here against Heath, and she is fouled.
Once again, you get Caitlin Wilkes down there on the block, her back to the basket. She just has a knack of feeling that defender. She can go right, she can go left, and she's got such that quick spin move. But what impresses me most about her, Matt, is how quickly she makes that decision and how strong she goes up and was able to draw the foul or make the basket. As you said, shooting so efficient. What is she, like 70% leading the nation?
She was up to 69.4 entering play today. That's slightly down. She was 69.8 against Shawnee State. So she went.
She's slacking.
She hits the two free throws. Hard to when that number is almost 70. Boy, it's hard to
keep it up there. Yeah, it is.
Aberbat And this ball knocked away, stolen by Pritchett, and from behind, Reinhardt going to tie her up, and the two players will go to the ground as the arrow will stay with Miami Hamilton here. So Pritchett had taken it away, but Reinhardt able to come from behind and lock it up.
Courtney's like, what else am I supposed to do here?
Out front to Kinsey as Lauren Lee will step up to defend. Left side, Simpkins, and she may have dribbled that right off the foot of Boyle. Boyle will slow down and bounce it here to Pritchett. Long ahead, Pettigo on the far side. Drives, spins back, needs some help as she kind of stumbles down. Here, Lee nearly lost the dribble, and she's fouled by Kinsey as Kinsey kind of forced that to get messy on the Lady Tigers. Lee had to give the basketball to Pettigo, and it bounced almost up off the face of Bailey. I don't know if she got her hands up or not. So that foul on Kinsey is her second, 2 on Miami Hamilton. Lauren Lee out front, Pettigo over the top to Wilkes, and Reinhardt comes across the top to knock it away. Yeah, you look at Wilkes in the first half, she was 4 of 6. I think now 5 of 7 from the field. So that number will, is that right? I don't know if mine's updated correctly.
4 of 6.
Yeah, 4 of 6 in the first half as Lauren Lee has to catch that. But even that's a really good number, but it still didn't raise the average any. Lee out, has Boyle, left wing, triple on the way. That is off the mark, and the rebound will go out of bounds. Kinsley just
she would have been 5 of 7, but she got fouled,
yeah,
so it doesn't count against her. Yeah, so that's why. But it's 3 or 4 from the free throw line. So, yeah, that percentage dropped just a share. We need to get her another make here. Because I have a feeling that these starters probably play another couple, 2 or 3 minutes, and then
Campbellsville's been in full control. And if you know anything about Ginger High Colvin, she's not really one to try to embarrass anybody. And she was tickled that Miami Hamilton came down and played this game, period. They were a game short. So the last thing she's going to want to do is run it up or even get any of her kids hurt. That type of thing.
And also, as you've not talked, you got your freshmen that have come in here who is a stellar group that they brought in, gives them an opportunity to get some minutes.
Here, a long pass stolen. Courtney Pritchett read that. She'll go the other way on the block, right side stop. Shovels it to Lee, who tried to make that extra pass to Pettigo. A good idea. I don't know. I thought it was tipped, but maybe Bailey just didn't handle it as the officials point back towards Miami Hamilton here. 53-19. Inside, Miller. Now on around they come. On the inline is Ware, back out. Lockard can't shoot it, dribbles around one defender. Now Schinkel will try one, and the baseline jumper from 14 is good.
Yeah, good ball movement by Miami Hamilton there.
Pettigo has it stolen, threw it right to Naguas. She was looking for Pritchett, and Naguas stepped right in front of the passing lane. And Ware inside, across the lane to Miller. Ball knocked away and stolen here. A bit sloppy, perhaps, in this second half. Pettigo racing down the floor, throws up a shot that Nagua erases, and now I believe she saved it back in off of Wilkes. So less than 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lockard holds it out front. Nagua bounces, and that ball's kicked by Lauren Lee. .6:19 to play in the third. Nagua holds it off the left wing. A couple of Lady Tigers there to defend. Ball knocked away, poked free. Pritchett tries to get in there and get a possession for the Lady Tigers. Nice sportsmanship by she and Miller. You could see Pritchett kind of quit moving. She didn't want to take the legs out from Miller any more than she already had, and Miller helped her up. First on Swiss. First in the third quarter on the Lady Tigers as a team. Lockard at the elbow, dribbles across, inside, ball taken away. Wanted Schinkel. Pritchett knocked it free. She has Lee. Lee going to drive in, gets around the defender there as Lockard closed out quickly. Lee gets the lay-in. The other way, Miller driving, runs into Lee. No call there as Lee falls down. Now Lockard, deep three on the way. That is good. It left her hands, Benji, and it was dead on line.
Dead on line, and just a good, once again, good ball movement.
Lee looking for Wilkes, had her, but not enough on that pass. Lockard hit the shot, now gets the steal. She'll come near side to Miller, who will pull up right outside the painted area. Shot no good, ball batted and knocked away from Boyle. I think Ware gets up the backside there a bit of Maddie Boyle, and Jordan Ware will pick up her first.
Yeah, a good block out by Maddie Boyle. Kind of gave up 3 or 4 inches there, but she able to put a body on her and keep her off and create the foul there.
Less than 5.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Campbellsville the 55-24 advantage. Cross-court pass. Wilkes has Pedigo. Pritchett won't shoot it. One dribble, step back three is no good. Wilkes had the rebound, but credit Miller for knocking it away. Would have been an easy putback for Caitlin Wilkes had Miller not knocked it away from her. Lee pitches it in, has Pedigo. Pedigo wants the entry, not there. Now Lee to Boyle, couple of dribbles inside. Maddie Boyle gets herself freed up and pitches one through.
I thought she had that little baseline jumper, but saw an opening there, was able to put the ball on the floor to get an easier layup.
Nice pass from Lockhart inside, finds Schinkel cutting on the opposite block for the lay-in. Changes coming here for CU. 57-26 the score. Give chase now. Pedigo driving, stops there. She's cut off, back out to Boyle, bluffs the shot. Boyle lost the handle. Schinkel dives in. Now ball still free, and Miller come out of there with it. I thought it was going to end up going back to Campbellsville. Out front, Schinkel on around. Lockhart bluffs the pass. 3 on the way. That is no good. Pritchett taps it, and Miller and Wilkes will lock it up. It'll go back to the Lady Tigers here as Gowdy, Nally, Sutton, Bertram, and Luby will all check in. And this brings us to a media stoppage. So we'll step away right here. Campbellsville leads at 57-26, 4:18 to play. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. (57-26) our score here in the Powell Center. The Lady Tigers with the sizable advantage over Miami Hamilton. The Harriers visiting out of Hamilton, Ohio. CU looking for win number 12. Still a little ways to go here. Just over 14 minutes left in this game. Campbellsville basketball. Lady Tigers return to conference action on the 5th of January. A big one.
Yes,
in
it is.
Northern Kentucky. It's likely to be a matchup of number 1 and number 3, Campbellsville and Thomas More. Full court pressure for Miami Hamilton. Campbellsville able to handle it, get the ball ahead. Luby backdoor there, a little give and go with Bertram, and it's knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with CU, 11 on the shot clock. Gowdy to inbound here for Campbellsville. Gowdy finds Bertram on the inline. Jumper no good. Rebound is knocked away and taken. Sutton inside, stops. Wants Luby. Has her on the left block. And an easy bucket there for Kayla Luby.
Nice pass by Sutton.
Long ahead. Schinkel catches. Now back to Miller. On around Lockhart. Little jab step. Left side. Miller driving on the inline. Throw up a shot off the baseline. That is no good. Bounced around. McGuire had the rebound momentarily and then gets knocked to the floor by CU. It'll be a foul on Campbellsville, I believe.
On Sutton, yeah, and sometimes I wonder why they call that. She was just basically blocking out, and they call the foul there. So Sarah's got 4 of those here. She's got as many fouls as she does threes, man.
There you go. Megan Rispress going to check into the ball game. 5'11" sophomore forward from Dayton, Ohio. Press the basketball. Now McGuire into the corner. Schinkel 3 on the way. That is short. Maddie Nally grabs the rebound for Campbellsville. Bree Gowdy the other way with it now. This press defends. Right side Bertram. Now Sutton. Out top Bertram. has Luby at the free throw line. Out, Sutton, open three. That is hard off to the right. And the rebound taken in by Respress. And here comes Miami Hamilton to the offensive end. Emma Miller will back away. Now going to take a three over Gowdy. No good. Rebound corralled by Sutton. Campbellsville sprints. Gowdy inside. Now out. This is Bertram three. No good. Rebound swatted out by Luby. Picked up by Lockard. Chance at numbers as Nally tries to get back into the play. And this is a missed shot by Schinkel. Sutton the rebound. Schinkel may have been trying to make sure she got that around Nally. Bertram in the middle. Now has Luby. Goes up off the window. Good for Kayla Luby. Elizabeth Bertram another assist.
Yeah, a smart play by Burt there. Just kind of had a little hesitation and allowed Luby to kind of get the post set up there in transition. So
McGuire backing down, had to stop. Leaves it with Lockard, who's cutting, and an easy bucket there for Sydney Lockard. 61-28 the score. Bertram feed. Luby again off the glass. Good for Kayla Luby. She didn't have much room for error, but pitches it up and in. And she is feasting right now, it feels like.
I believe leading scorer here. What's the stats update, Matt?
Lockard off the wing. McGuire. Nice hands by Bertram. Poked it free. Here comes Burt the other way. Bertram at Miller across the lane. Has it raked out of her arms and out of bounds. Emma Miller will be hit with her second foul. That is 4 on Miami Hamilton as a team. Reinhardt going to check back in. Kinsey will check in as Schinkel and McGuire exit. Elizabeth Bertram will have 2 shots here at the line. As Benji mentioned, Campbellsville's Kayla Luby, the leading scorer here with a baker's dozen now, 13 in the ball game. She had 7 at halftime, a couple of easy buckets here in the second half. She's 6 of 6 today. And Burt misses both. Driving inside here is Miller, needs some help. Lockard working left side, cut off by Gowdy. Miller again, nice dribbling. Back out to Lockard, going to take a three. That is hard. Bertram the rebound. Nice rebound there for Burt. And she is in a pickle here. A couple of Harriers hanging out with her. Gowdy ahead. Sutton open. Three. That is hard. Long rebound right out to Lockard. She's got Kinsey ahead, and Kinsey didn't know it was there. Sutton may have done her a favor as it kind of got saved as Sutton had a hand on it. Bertram the rebound, needs help. And here comes Campbellsville. It's Nally. Gowdy left side, driving in, stops. Sutton straight away, won't shoot it, run off the spot. Driving in, throws up a contested shot. She's fouled here as this will go against Sydney Lockard.
Yeah, you talk about that play on the other end, Matt. I don't believe she saw it coming. And like you said, Sarah actually did her a favor there, and it all worked out in the end. Burt was able to get the rebound, and down here on this other end, a chance for 2 free throws for Sarah Sutton.
So Sarah Sutton to the line here for the Lady Tigers. She has a dozen today, 5 rebounds for Sarah Sutton. This free throw on the way is good. Sutton's season average about 41.5% from 3. That will go up a bit here after today. Hits both free throws. 65-28 the score. Bertram makes a mess out of that at midcourt. Kinsey picks it up. Reinhardt bluffs the pass, now dribbles in into the corner, short corner. That is Rispress. Her three is, long 2 is no good. And Kinsey had the rebound. Now he tied it up, and the arrow will stay with Miami Hamilton here. So the Lady Tigers ensure that they'll have it to start the fourth quarter, barring another jump ball situation. And
the shot clock shouldn't have reset.
Yeah. The rebound was taken in by Kinsey initially, and then Nally tied her up. So they'll take 2 seconds off of the shot clock. Wrist press out front, right side, little touch pass there from Simpkins. Aberbat needs help. It's Simpkins, and this ball deflected. Wrist press picks it up, 6 to shoot. They go to Kinsey in the corner, and it's actually going to hit off of Kinsey out of bounds as she was trying to save that. Respress got herself out top. She was kind of trapped, had to do something with it. And Gowdy and company will come to the offensive end here. Bertram holds it. 13 to shoot. Lady Tigers can hold for the final look of this fourth quarter. Gowdy, right wing Nally, out top Bertram. Bertram working left side of the lane, 4 seconds out. Gowdy, 3 on the way. That is no good. Rebound batted around and taken by Reinhardt, and that is where the buzzer will sound. The Lady Tigers will head to the fourth quarter with the advantage, 65-28. You're following Lady Tiger basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it good?
$65-28 your score. We head to the fourth quarter. The Lady Tigers leading Miami Hamilton. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here. We'll head south for the after Christmas break there, Benji, and go down and catch some good basketball. Maybe a little bit of sunshine. The Lady Tigers always try to take a trip around the holidays and Christmas break, but it really leads to a busy season for Campbell. So you take the 22nd here today to the 30th, so 8 or 9 days or so, they're going to have four
games.
contests.
Yeah.
Kind of a wild schedule for Coach Colvin and company.
But that's probably a good thing in not having this long break, because when you come back, you're facing a very deadly and the number one team in the nation.
And I don't think Thomas More plays. I think their last game was the 19th, the 17th Mid-South Conference. So they are going to have that monster layoff.
Break, yeah.
We'll see how that might impact them. The good news for Thomas More, at least they're at home there on the 5th out top. Starting lineup back in there for Campbellsville here for maybe a couple more minutes. Inside, Boyle wanted Wilkes. It was read all the way by Heath, who knocked it free. And Campbellsville's turned it over a bit in the second half.
Yeah, they have been a little more sloppier than they were the first half.
Lady Tigers have matched they're actually over more turnovers already in the second half as Heath drains the long three. Lady Tigers with 6 second half turnovers. They had 5 in the first 20 minutes. Pritchett holds it off the wing into the corner. Lee driving inline. Going to kick it across to Pettigo. She needs help. Has Boyle. One dribble. Just outside the elbow extended there. And the rebound to Pritchett off the missed shot. Feeds one down inside. Wilkes can't finish. Ball knocked free. And it's taken in by Aberbat. And the other way comes Miami Hamilton. Aberbat going to give it up now as she dribbled all the way down inside. Kicks to Kinsey. Shot no good. Long rebound chased down by Swiss. Courtney Pritchett brings it the other way for CU. Lee inside, open, has Wilkes, who is fouled. Watch it! Down there in Lopez. Camera work underneath.
Wilkes a chance to go to the free throw line here, where she is 3 of 4 already this afternoon. 11 points.
Did they get on that foul, Benji?
Let me go up here and look here and see those on Simpkins.
Simpkins, that'll be her third, first on Hamilton in the period. Wilkes hits the first free throw, 66-31 the score. Second free throw is good for Caitlin Wilkes. Simpkins, far side. Aberbat dribbles in, middle, has it knocked away momentarily. Then Lee comes, so Campbellsville converges for the takeaway. Lee the other way, going to hesitate, go up off glass. Good for Lauren Lee.
Defense turned into offense rather easily for the Lady Tigers.
Pettigo started that, then Lee kind of finished it. Pritchett picked it up, went long ahead to Lauren Lee for the run-out bucket. Here is Kinsey on the move, a three. That is good for Aviana Kinsey.
Kinsey, as you say, their leading scorer. She's a pretty good game.
Pettigo greeted here by Simpkins as she gets inside the paint. Now Lee wraps it back. Pritchett open three. Bang! Courtney Pritchett with an Edward Jones three for the Lady Tigers. She now has a dozen today.
Yeah, Campbellsville University has 4 Lady Tigers already in double digits here. Sutton, Luby, Wilkes, and then Pritchett with that last 3.
Pritchett, a nice round number, 888 points in her career.
That'll work.
Here down inside, we got step on the sideline maybe?
Yes, sideline step out, so 888. That's
eight's my favorite number.
Easy to remember.
Pedigo driving in, greeted there by Kinsey with the body check, and this will be a foul on Aviana Kinsey. 3 on Kinsey, 2 on the Lady Harriers, and this will bring changes, and this might be hit today for the starting unit. Thrivent Financial starting lineup there, presented by Quentin Ford. Today, see their afternoon come to a close. 72-34, Pedigo at the line for the Lady Tigers. This free throw pops out on B. One more coming for Pedigo, who has 6 points in the ball game. And that one is good, so she will check out here with 7 points. Pedigo almost tore down the scorer's table.
Well, she did, didn't she?
There's an I don't even know what that bucket's for.
It's been here all season.
It's like nobody knows what it is, what it's for, just leave it. But she hit that bucket when she came to swat the table and knocked it almost over here to you, and immediately opposed. I'm so sorry. 73-34. Kinsey a 3. That is short. Rebound taken in by Lockhart here. Backs away. Now going to head back towards the goal. Here's Reinhardt on the cut. Avoids the defenders. Throws one up the right hand. Awkward angle. No good. Kinsey the rebound and the putback for Hamilton. 73-36. Bertram and Gowdy a little back and forth to bring it ahead. Gowdy navigates near side right in front of Coach Colvin. Nally on the end line, turns around, wide open. That jumper is no good. Luby, the rebound, her putback won't go. That's Luby's first miss today, I believe. She had been perfect before that. I think she was 6 of 6. Aberbat inside, through defenders. She gets right between Luby and Nally for the finish. 73-38 the score. Gowdy to Nally. Bounces, high post. Luby out to Sutton. Sutton working right side. Wants Luby. And too far. Turnover there. Sutton just didn't have enough on that to get it to bounce up to Luby. Kind of flattened out and went out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the right idea. I think Sarah was expecting her to kind of come down a little further on the block, and as a result threw it out of bounds. But it's the right idea there. Right play.
73-38, Campbellsville leads. On the end line is Schinkel. She finds Heath, who missed the shot. Nally the rebound for the Lady Tigers, long ahead to Bertram. Bertram will navigate down inside, finds Luby. Well, Luby couldn't quite handle it, stays with it out. Sutton 3 on the way. That is hard. Rebound to Luby. Defender falls down. It's Lockhart. Here's a jumper from Nally. No good. Rebound batted and taken. Luby again. Oh, she couldn't come up with that one as Heath grabbed it on the ground. Locker, the one-handed baseball pass. Easy run out by Reinhardt. And she gets the lay-in. 73-40 the score.
Well, it wasn't for lack of trying on this other end. Kayla Luby staying right with it. 5 rebounds already here this afternoon.
Nally has this one kicked away as she was looking for Sutton in the corner. Gowdy to inbound for Campbellsville. Gowdy looking, has Nally out front. Dribbles, and now inside. Luby with the left hand. She gets the hoop. Maddie Nally, the helper.
Yeah, a little mismatch there. Schickel was posting up against her. Kayla is going to win that battle every time.
Reinhardt for 3. That is good for Lacey Reinhardt off the left wing. 75-43.
We've seen this Hamilton team hit several threes here this second half.
They have come to life a bit offensively. Nally to Sutton right side. Has Gowdy down inside, and she's fouled by Reinhardt. Lacey Reinhardt picks up her first 3 on the Harriers. And media timeout here. 75-43 the score. We will step away here with 4:56 to play. Campbellsville on top. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
$75-43 the score. The Lady Tigers leading Miami Hamilton here in the Powell Center. Campbellsville will pick up win number 12 here shortly and take a few days to relax and hopefully enjoy the holiday. Benji, how difficult is that? It's got to be a bit of a challenge. You know, you're in season, but you get to kind of go home and unplug for a few days, but you can't completely turn it off.
You can't, because immediately on the Monday after Christmas, you're right back here facing a University of Kentucky basketball team that, as we all know, is pretty good. And but once again, it allows these girls an opportunity to get away, spend some time with their families, kind of decompress, eat some good food.
Inside, Luby's shot here, no good. Rebound taken in by Heath as Mahan, who checked back in, falls down. May have gotten hit in the mouth. Hope Abby Mahan is okay. Mahan actually spent some time at Thomas More before transferring as Nally blocks this shot by Heath underneath. Bertram to the other end. Now Gowdy, long ahead. Nally the intended target, broken up by Lockhart, who bounces ahead to Reinhardt. Reinhardt has had a couple of easy ones here in this fourth quarter, mixed in a three as well. 75-45. Gowdy bounces ahead to Bertram, driving in. Has Sutton in the corner. I'm not sure she can see her. And another turnover on the Lady Tigers. Paige Serafini checking back in. First time today we've seen Shelby Beatty, 5'11 freshman guard from Owensboro, Kentucky. Kaylin Mills, 5'5 freshman guard from Flat Lick, Kentucky. And Paige Evans, 5'3 freshman guard from Hodgenville, Kentucky, checking in for Campbellsville. Bree Gowdy, the only player remaining on the court. So 5 freshmen out there for the Lady Tigers.
The future of Lady Tiger basketball.
Left wing, Miller. And now a three on the way from Reinhardt, no good. Long rebound chased down by Mahan, who needs some help. And it was taken away by Bree Gowdy. Gowdy to Beatty, on around Kaylin Mills. Beatty of the hair trigger, she's gonna let it ride. Three on the way, around and out, no good. Ball knocked free by Serafini, and Mills gets pushed down from behind there as Lockhart was going for the rebound. That'll be 4 on Sydney Lockhart. 4 on Miami Hamilton as a team. Reinhardt checks out. Heath checks out. Jessica Clark back in, and I believe that was Respress checking back in. Left side, Evans backing away around defenders, kicking. Beatty, right wing, won't shoot it this time. She'll drive in, throws up a contested floater, and we're going to have an offensive foul called, I believe, here on Shelby Beatty with 3:21 to play in the basketball game.
I like the move there by Beatty to penetrate there, but she'll need to learn that these who do a jump stop there, go up strong. She's got a good enough shot to be able to elevate over them instead of forcing her way in through. But that's freshman learning. But another high hopes for this Lady Tiger, Shelby Beatty. She can shoot the ball as well.
Back on the defensive end, the Lady Tigers going to try to clamp down here. Three on the way from Ware, no good. And the rebound is chased down by Paige Evans. Serafini. Now Gowdy off the wing right side, drives in, out. Mills won't shoot it. She'll drive. Pitches one down inside. Gowdy back to Mills, and the Lady Tigers still looking here. Beatty, three on the way. Nearly banked that in. And Jessica Clark the other way. Now Miller 2:40 to play in the ball game. Campbellsville leads by 30. Left side. Out top, Rispress catches. Holds. Back on the wing left side, this is Miller. Works around Evans, and she'll throw one up and in off glass. Paige Evans ahead. Now Gowdy as Evans stumbles down. She's okay. Right side, Mills holds it. Left side, Evans again catches, working baseline, throws up a shot. Good. What do we got here? And it's going to be a blocking foul and one for Paige Evans. Nice strong move down the end line. Foul will go against Jessica Clark. 77-47 the score. All about settling on the final number here. Evans' free throw is good. Paige Evans, a new career best, 3 points today here. Freshman campaign.
Freshman from LaRue County, just down the road. Or up the road, I guess.
Up the road, down the road. Rispress hands it back to Mahan. Mishandles it a bit, stays with it. And now she leaves it with Miller. 10 to shoot. Into the corner. Clark open. 3 on the way for Clark is good. Rattles around and down.
We've seen this Hamilton team hit, I believe, 5 threes here this second half.
Right side, Mills holds it. Out top, Evans. Crossover and dribbled it right to Miller. I think she thought she was going to be able to get the step. Miller played it well. Kicks it out Ware. Now out front, Mahan. 3 on the way from Abby Mahan is no good. Ware had it knocked away. She stays with it, goes back up and pitches it in. 78-52 the score. Just over a minute to play here in the Powell Center. Evans, left side. Out top, Evans again, right side. Mills. Out front, Gowdy. Out top, Serafini. Right wing, now in the corner. Evans, 3 on the way. That is short. And taken in by Hamilton. 78-52. Mahan wide open, won't shoot it. Back to Ware, into the corner. Clark, 3 on the way for Clark is no good. Rebound to Bree Gowdy. The shot clock is off, and you get the stop sign, so to speak, here from Ginger High Colvin as the Lady Tigers will pick up the win here and move to 12-0 on the season. Miami Hamilton will fall to 6-8 on the year. The Lady Tigers remain, of course, perfect in conference play. This is not a conference game. 8-0 conference record for Campbellsville, which is kind of wild that they've already played.
Oh my gosh, yes.
eight league games to this point. 78-52 the final score as Campbellsville picks up the win. Miami Hamilton drops it here at the Powell Center. And we'll take a 2-minute break here. Coach was going to run upstairs and make sure the team got out of here. Actually, we'll just go through the stats while we're waiting. I know Ian Lopez will bring the camera over. We'll go through the final game numbers here while we have a chance, Benji, and then we'll get Ginger. Normally, Coach comes down and we talk to her immediately following. She's going to run back upstairs today, which is A-OK as these kids are ready to get home.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And somebody's got to catch a plane.
Absolutely. Campbellsville wins it here today, 78-52 the final score. Lady Tigers finished 45.2% from the field. They were 28 of 62, as you can see some replays if you're following along through our video coverage here. Campbellsville 8 of 24 from deep, 33%, and 14 of 24 at the free throw line, 58%. For Miami Hamilton, they finished the game 35% shooting, 21 of 60, 6 of 27 from long range, 22.2%, and 80% from the free throw line, 4 of 5. Campbellsville gets a game-high 15 points from Kayla Luby. 7 of 9 shooting for Luby today. 5 rebounds, 2 steals for her. And she wasn't looking too far ahead to that flight tonight.
She was focused on what she needed to focus on.
Took care of business in 17 minutes. Campbellsville gets 14 off the bench from Sarah Sutton. Sutton finishing with 5 rebounds in this one here today. This for 3-point field goals. Lady Tigers get double figures from Caitlin Wilkes, 13 points from Wilkes. 2 assists for Wilkes in the ball game. Just 1 rebound, which is a bit of a rarity, kind of fluky there as far as Caitlin's concerned. They get a dozen from Courtney Pritchett. She hit 4 Edward Jones threes as well. Pritchett credited with a new career best 7 steals in today's game. Campbellsville, let's see here, getting 8 points from Maddie Boyle out of the starting lineup. In this one, 3 steals, 2 assists for Boyle. Bailey Pettigo had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Lauren Lee had 4 points today, 8 assists, 2 steals for Lee in today's contest. 3 points for Paige Evans, 2 from Bree Gowdy, and that rounds out the scoring for the Lady Tigers. Elizabeth Bertram didn't score. She did, however, finish with 6 assists and 3 steals. The 6 assists and 3 steals, both career best for Bert. So nice to see, even though the shot wasn't falling for Bert, and she didn't really shoot it a lot, certainly making an impact in other ways. Kaylin Mills, Paige Serafini, Shelby Beatty, and Maddie Nally all seeing time, failing to score. Nally had 6 rebounds in today's basketball game, which is a career high for her. For Miami Hamilton, led in scoring by Aviana Kinsey with 9 points. They got 8 from Shay Heath, 7 points from Lacey Reinhart, 5 each for Leah Aberbat and Sydney Lockard. 4 points each off the fingers of Marie Schinkel, Jordan Ware, and Emma Miller. They got 3 from Jessica Clark, 2 from Caitlin Simpkins, and 1 point from Barry Nagua. I think that rounds out the scoring for Miami Hamilton. Rebounding 32-31, pretty even there. Hamilton with 9 offensive rebounds, 7 for the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville finishes with 27 assists on 28 made baskets, 22 steals, 16 turnovers, 14 assists, 9 steals, 29 turnovers for Miami Hamilton. And Benji, Campbellsville kind of coasted the end of that. We talked about the number of games and make sure you keep the legs fresh and different things, getting to the holiday break here, but all in all, solid performance for CU.
Yeah, great performance. First half, you had it, down low. The perimeter three-point was, I think we were 7 of 13. Second half, we kind of got cold from the three-point line. We only hit 1. But once again, the post, Kayla Luby, Caitlin Wilkes. Between them, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 11 of 16, 0 turnovers, and 2 assists. So pretty efficient when you're able to get the ball down in your bigs, down in your post, and for them to take care of the ball and score like they are. So that is going to be a game plan for us, especially when we get into conference play after the new year. You're going to have to rely on your bigs, because what that does is that opens it up here on the perimeter. And if Campbellsville's shooting like they did the first half, Matt, they're going to be tough to guard.
I will bid you farewell.
Absolutely. I'll see you down in Miami. Absolutely.
We'll get together and get some Lady Tiger basketball in as we head south. We'll welcome in the head coach here in just a moment, putting a bow on the enhanced scoring quickly. Campbellsville, the advantage in the paint, 38-24. Off turnovers, 27-12 in favor of the Lady Tigers. Second chance points, 9-3 in favor of Miami Hamilton. And bench points, 34-24 in favor of CU. Largest lead for the Lady Tigers, 39 points. They led the entire way today. As we welcome in the head coach. Coach, right here before the Christmas holiday, this may be for a coach, you never know what you're going to get. You hope that everybody's engaged. You hope everybody's paid attention to the details and the scouting report and focused on this one. And I think in that first half, you guys certainly were.
I thought they came out and were really focused. And that's a team that's played an incredibly tough schedule. They've played Rio Grande, they've played a Detroit Mercy, who's a D1 school. In our league, they've played Georgetown, they've played Shawnee State. So their record really doesn't say how talented they are, but I thought we did a really good job defensively early, and that kind of set the tone for everything.
Well, you held them to 6 points in the first quarter, and you win this game by scoring the most, right? But people tend to forget that defensive side, and if you could put the clamps on a team and you basically that first 10 minutes you're holding them to 6 points, it almost plays as bonus points for you as the other club.
It does, and that's what we want to do. We want to take some pressure off of us offensively, and because we have played well offensively for the most part of this season, but we want to make sure we continue to be better defensively and be better on the boards. That's something we still have to get better at.
Your four-man today combined for 8 threes, I guess, if you look at Sarah Sutton. And in an age where the offensive game keeps creeping out further and further, you get 8 combined threes from Pritchett and Sutton. That will certainly play.
Yep.
And, you know, it's fun to watch Sarah Sutton flick that wrist and see it go
It
through.
is fun to watch.
And she was in some kind of groove.
And that was mostly the first half, right?
All
I think,
first half, yep.
Yeah, I think they all got them in the first half. We try to get some legs in there, and then you never want to put kids in and get anybody hurt in a situation like this. But, yeah, when they can both stand there and shoot the ball, like the two of them can shoot the ball. Sarah's is, she's finesse for sure, but Courtney can stand there with the best of them. And I don't know who I would pick in a game of horse. I think it would be tough between the two of them.
Well, and it may be one of those things, it's not to minimize the work that Sarah has done throughout her time, but like you mentioned, kind of finesse, maybe it comes a little easier to Sarah, and Courtney has worked at it more and more to get to where she's at now. I mean, and we talk about this sometimes with Courtney, she's standing there on the wing and you want her to shoot it.
There was even one in the second half. She passed up, then she took it, but she passed up the first one, and we don't want her to pass shots like that up. But yeah, it's a natural motion for Sarah. Yeah, and Courtney was not to say Sarah's not worked at her game. Obviously, she wouldn't be as talented as she is if she hadn't. But I think shooting's something that's come pretty natural to her.
Talking of Pritchett, 7 steals in today's game. It was kind of quirky. Some of the numbers, Elizabeth Bertram didn't score. She's a young lady who's kind of, maybe that's her calling card or has been throughout her career. Doesn't score today, but 6 assists for Bert, which is a new career best. So, you know, your team was getting it done in maybe some different ways than what we've seen normally.
Yeah, we were, and I think that's probably the beauty of it, is that you don't have that one kid that's coming out every time and that somebody can focus on, because we've got several kids that can score, several kids that can pass it. And, I thought we passed the ball extremely well the first half. We got a little sloppy in the third quarter there, especially the first 5 minutes. But, I know the cars are packed and they're getting ready to head home. But we got to be able to be focused when we play and ready to go. I feel like that was a good way to end this first semester and hopefully get home before all this weather hits, for sure.
And if anybody could have had maybe 1 foot out the door, it would have been Kayla Luby, who's got to get to a flight tonight, and that's been all changed around. But, man, she was terrific, 7 of 9, active rebounding.
Yes.
She was as good as advertised today.
She is. She's so physical and just works extremely hard, and just love to watch her go out there and go to work. She and Kate are just a great 1-2 punch in that post for us, and it's just nice to see. I didn't realize Kayla missed a shot, but I did. I think I remember one now. But yeah, she's pretty much automatic when you get her the ball down low, and she's really passing the ball well. I don't know if she had any assists today, but she passes the ball well from that post spot as well.
What's the message to your team? They get a few days off, but you're not really out of the grind, really. I mean, classes are over. You've got the holiday, but this is maybe as busy of a stretch, in 8 days as you'll have all year long.
I just don't think it's never ending.
Who made this schedule?
Let's blame Hootie. Let's blame her for it.
I'm fine with that.
I wish, but no, it is. You think you go down to Florida and catch a couple easy games, but we don't. We catch 2 extremely good teams, and I know that's going to make us better, but maybe my Christmas wish would have been to schedule a little bit better. But we'll go down and play. We'll play 2 athletic teams, 2 very, very good teams. And but let's go home and enjoy Christmas. These kids sacrifice a lot, and I know their families are ready to have them home. I know Kayla's family's ready to have her home. So we just pray that no flights are canceled and we can get her to Nebraska.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers pick up the victory here today, 78-52, the final score. As we put a bow on our broadcast here today from the Powell Center, we certainly want to thank all of those who have made our broadcast possible. Campbellsville University President Dr. Joseph Hopkins, Vice President for Athletics Rusty Hollingsworth, and Director of Athletics Jim Hardy. We thank those gentlemen for all of their support of our coverage here today. The entire Sports Information Department on hand for this one. And back at the studio, CJ Burgess, Alex Mead, Jordan Anna, all those guys producing the broadcast from a television and radio standpoint. I think actually CJ on hand here today, and then Zach Wilson, Colin Sheffield, and all of the students who have helped to make our broadcast possible here is over the Christmas holiday. Numbers get a bit short, so having all of them step in and help out certainly helps. Benji Kelly on color commentary. He'll be down in Florida with me as the Lady Tigers return to the floor on the 20 29th down in Miami Gardens at St. Thomas University. Florida Memorial at 2 p.m. The next day, the host, St. Thomas, awaits Campbellsville for 2 games down in Miami over the Christmas holiday break. We want to say a special thank you to all of you who have followed our broadcast today. Merry Christmas to you and yours. The Lady Tigers victorious here from the Powell Center. Matt Payton signing off. You've been following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.